Prime Field.
Welcome back to Prime Field, where we dive deep into the stories that shape the future of college sports. I'm your host, and today we're heading to Columbia, South Carolina, where something extraordinary is brewing in the world of women's basketball. Picture this, a program that has captured 3 NCAA championships, led by one of the most decorated coaches in the game, now adding a transformative recruiting class to what could become their most formidable roster yet. The Gamecocks aren't just reloading, they're engineering the next chapter of dynasty basketball. At the center of this evolution stands a remarkable young athlete whose journey from the frozen landscapes of Ontario, Canada, to the bright lights of championship basketball reads like a sports fairy tale. This is the story of Agot Makeer, the 4th-ranked recruit in the nation, and how her arrival, alongside other elite additions, might signal the beginning of South Carolina's most dominant era yet. But this isn't just about one player or one program. This is about the chess match of elite recruiting, the art of building sustainable excellence, and the delicate balance between honoring championship tradition while boldly stepping into an uncertain future. As we unfold this story together, you'll discover why industry insiders are calling this recruiting class a potential game changer, not just for the South Carolina women's basketball team, but for the entire landscape of women's college basketball. So settle in as we explore how Dawn Staley and her staff have once again proven that Columbia, South Carolina remains the destination where basketball dreams transform into championship reality. From the shores of Lake Superior to the pinnacle of high school basketball, Agot Makeer's journey represents everything that makes recruiting stories compelling. Standing at 6'1", with the versatility to dominate multiple positions, Makeer embodies the modern basketball player that every elite program covets. Her path to stardom wasn't conventional. Thunder Bay, Ontario isn't exactly known as a basketball hotbed, but sometimes greatness emerges from the most unexpected places. What makes Makeer's story even more fascinating is how she transformed her raw Canadian athleticism into refined basketball artistry at Montverde Academy, one of the most prestigious basketball factories in America. At Crestwood Prep, before her move to Montverde, Makeer averaged 19.3 points, 7.7 rebounds, and 2.8 assists per game, leading her team to an undefeated season and an Ontario Scholastic Basketball Association championship. She was named MVP of the tournament after scoring 29 points, including 9 three-pointers, in the title game. At Montverde, surrounded by future Division I stars and competing against the nation's elite programs, Makeer didn't just survive, she thrived. What sets Makeer apart is her positional flexibility. She can create her own shot like a guard, rebound like a forward, and defend multiple positions with the intensity that championship teams demand. Her basketball IQ, court vision, and clutch performances earned her a McDonald's All-American selection and a Slam High School Girls All-American honor, cementing her status as a program changer. Makeer's commitment to South Carolina, over powerhouses like UConn and Michigan State, signals her readiness to impact college basketball immediately, bringing a skill set tailor-made for Dawn Staley's championship formula. Dawn Staley doesn't just recruit players, she collects championship components. With 3 NCAA titles, 9 seconds regular season championships, and a statue unveiled in her honor in Columbia in 2025, her track record speaks with unmatched authority. When Staley looks at a recruit like Agot Makeer, she's not just seeing talent, she's seeing how that talent fits into a larger championship ecosystem. This is the same coach who transformed South Carolina from a respectable program into a national powerhouse, outmaneuvering blue bloods like UConn to secure recruits like Makeer. The 2025-26 recruiting class, featuring Makeer, fellow McDonald's All-American Ayla McDowell, and transfers Tania Letson and Medina Okot, represents more than just talented additions to the roster. This is systematic excellence in action. Staley understands that sustainable dynasties are built through the careful layering of complementary talents, each piece designed to enhance the others. With key departures like Malaysia Fulwiley, Bree Hall, Sonia Fagan, and Tehina Pau Pau, the Gamecocks face the challenge of maintaining championship-level excellence while integrating new talent. Staley's blueprint relies on players like Makeer and Latson, the nation's leading scorer from Florida State, who can contribute immediately, alongside McDowell and Okot, who add depth and versatility. Makeer's ability to play multiple positions gives Staley unprecedented lineup flexibility, whether she needs a primary scorer, a defensive stopper, or a playmaker. Makeer's skill set provides options. Combined with Latson's scoring prowess and Okot's 6'6" presence in the post, this roster is built to dominate in March Madness, where tactical adjustments often decide outcomes. The 2025-26 season looms as a pivotal moment in South Carolina basketball history. With championship expectations embedded in the program's DNA, the integration of elite Ovet recruits like Agot Makeer and transfers like Tania Latson and Medina Okot becomes both an opportunity and a responsibility. Championship programs understand that reload years don't have to mean rebuilding years. The Gamecocks approach this transition with a proven system, elite coaching, and a program culture that led to a record 16,437 fans per home game in 2024-25. With 12 players already on the roster and 3 open scholarships, Dawn Staley has the flexibility to fine-tune her lineup. Makeer's arrival coincides with a golden age for women's basketball, with soaring television ratings and unprecedented competitive depth. In the SEC, South Carolina faces a resurgent Tennessee, an ambitious LSU, and an Alabama team they'll play twice in 2025-26, making every game a proving ground. Makeer's impact extends beyond individual production. Her presence elevates practice intensity, pushes veterans like Raven Johnson and Tessa Johnson to maintain their edge, and signals to future recruits that South Carolina remains the destination for championship aspirations. In a landscape where programs like Southern Cal, Texas, and UCLA loom as non-conference challenges, these psychological advantages are as critical as any statistical contribution. With a schedule featuring high-profile matchups against Southern Cal, Louisville in the Players Era Women's Championship, the Gamecocks are poised to showcase their reloaded roster on a national stage, proving their system is built for sustained excellence. As we reach the conclusion of this championship story in progress, it's worth considering. What truly defines a dynasty in women's college basketball? Is it consecutive titles, sustained recruiting success, the ability to reload talent while maintaining championship expectations? For South Carolina, the answer is all of the above. The addition of Agot Makeer, alongside Tania Latson, Ayla McDowell, and Medina Okot, represents more than just a talented recruiting class joining a successful program. It symbolizes the forward-thinking approach that separates good programs from great ones, and great programs from dynasties. Makeer brings more than her impressive skill set to Columbia. She carries the hopes of a program determined to prove that their championship success, 3 titles in 8 years, wasn't circumstantial, but systematic. She represents the bridge between past achievements and future possibilities, a foundational piece for future championship runs. The combination of Dawn Staley's proven leadership, a program culture steeped in championship tradition, and the arrival of elite talents like Makeer creates the perfect storm for sustained excellence. This isn't just about winning games, or even winning championships. This is about establishing a standard that defines an era. As the 2025-26 season approaches, basketball fans across the country will be watching to see if the South Carolina Gamecocks can transform potential into performance, talent into titles, and individual excellence into team championship glory. The future of South Carolina basketball isn't just bright, it's championship bright. And with Agot Makeer leading the charge into this next chapter, the best may very well be yet to come. That's our deep dive into the future of South Carolina basketball here on Prime Field. Until next time, keep your eyes on the court and your heart in the game.
Prime Field.